Dominaria Remastered is packed with powerful cards. It has a lot of expensive reprints that are full of nostalgia. The set looks like a home run for players, collectors, and investors. Let's dive in to see if it's worth buying for you. Dominaria Remastered is a specialty reprint set with cards curated from 27 different sets across Magic's history. Why so many sets? All 27 sets take place on the plane of Dominaria, and by taking cards from all these different sets, the designers were able to make a fun, balanced, limited format. Back in the 90s, making a set fun to draft wasn't a main focus of the game developers, but now draft is one of the most fun and popular ways to play Magic. In particular, Dominaria and Dominaria United are both considered to be amongst the best sets for draft over the past decade, so making a remastered set that is the brand of Dominaria needs to have a big emphasis on having a fun draft format. Of course, it's too early to tell if Dominaria Remastered will also go down in history as one of the greatest sets to draft, but judging by the commons and uncommons, it does look awesome and really fun. Having a good draft format is critically important for a set to have commercial success. It's also a big factor for sealed boxes to be highly valued in the future as people want to do flashback drafts. But no matter how much fun a set is to draft, it won't hold up financially if all the cards in the set are cheap trash. Luckily for us, Wizards decided to give us quality reprints of expensive cards. As of now, 19 of the 61 regular rares are above $5, and another 23 rares are between $1 and $5, with the remaining 19 rares being bulk under $1. Of the 20 mythics in the set, 10 of them are above $13, 7 of them are between $5 and $10, and only 3 of them are less than $3. These prices will drift downwards as the set is opened, some cards more than others, but this is a really great base to start. And while these prices won't hold up, the set also has retro frames and borderless treatments to give us an extra boost in value for the set. When you have some extreme chase cards and pair them with a solid foundation of other rares and mythics that are valuable and desirable, you get a strong sign of a set holding value over time. One strike against the set financially is the rare land cycle. The buddy lands aren't great as they simply are too weak to see any play in competitive formats, but they're great for commander decks. Also, adding Maze of Ith and Gemstone Mine to the rare land slot is a nice little boost. The last major factor to consider whether or not a set is going to be successful both in the short term and the long term is how fun and enjoyable the cards are to open and look at. But before we dive into that, make sure you join the Wolfpack by hitting subscribe so that way more helpful videos like this find their way to you in the future. Do the cards have good, interesting art? Are they nostalgic? Are they unique? As you can tell by looking at these cards, the set will be a blast to open and look at and collect. There are so many beautiful and iconic cards. The nostalgia is as strong as you can get as most of the cards are from the early sets in Magic's history. Retro frames are a great way to get suckers like me to remember being a child and escaping the world and being transported to a land of fantasy and magic. Because this is a reprint set, I wouldn't give it a strong rating of being new or unique, but we do have new art on 45 cards that received borderless treatment, so there is at least a little bit of something new and novel to experience. Overall, the set looks fantastic on many factors, but perhaps the biggest question that remains is how big is the print run? Is this going to be dramatically underprinted like Time Spiral Remastered, where the boxes came out at 200, spiked all the way up to 330 to 350, and then eventually settled down in the 270 to 250 range? That's almost certainly not the case. While we don't know how big the print run is, we can feel pretty confident that Wizards is not going to leave that much profit on the table to be captured by the secondary market. But has Wizards swung the pendulum too far and completely tripled or quadrupled the print run so that way when they release a second wave of boxes, it just crashes the price? Hopefully not, but it is possible, and that's a scary thing when people are spending $175 plus tax for a single box. The overall market confidence in Magic and Hasbro right now is incredibly low. This has caused other great products to erode in price over recent months. People are also suffering in the recession, and not a lot of people are wanting to park cash in a risky long-term asset class like collectibles. To me, all of this adds up to a really great opportunity. The old axiom has never been more true. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. The price of boxes still has room to go down, but I don't see it tanking 20 to 30% like we've seen with other Magic products recently. I think that this product has low potential downside with really high long-term potential upside. But one thing that has a big downside is unknowingly buying counterfeit Magic cards and getting ripped off. To make sure this doesn't happen to you, click this video on the screen right now.